Well, I guess if you guys thought I was just going to be the algorithms bitch and just get flags and strikes, community strikes, uh, bus strikes, porn strikes, hentai strikes, uh, you're sadly mistaken. Okay. Now I said I was going to collect all of the Smackdown games, all of them, from 1 to 2K20, which did not turn out well. But I'm going to start at the beginning. And this game right here, while not my favorite, probably not the worst either. I ordered this a couple weeks ago. I owned it back in 2010. I didn't grow up on this game. My dad played like No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000, those games on Nintendo 64 or whatever. I'm more of a PlayStation guy, and I wish that this came with like the actual cover. I got the cover for SmackDown too, but I wish I got it for this as well. So Google, InShot, editing. Could you help me out with this, please? All right. Anyhow, that's better. Um, this game is aged. This definitely aged. It's 20 years old, but I wouldn't say it's the worst. It's actually not that bad. I think SmackDown 2 is better. Honestly, I think it's quite a big upgrade from this game. But let's actually put this game in and play it and see what it's like. Okay, one thing I wanted to mention before starting up the game was the fact that oh my god, shut the fuck up so I can talk. All right. One thing I wanted to mention before starting up the game was the fact that this game was released on March 2000, around like WrestleMania 16 time, whatever. But that doesn't really mean anything because this game was based on 1999. So as you can see, if you look at the intro, you see Ministry of Darkness Undertaker, which obviously is 1999. So, huh. Just like all of 2K's releases, it may say whether it's 2K15, 16. It's really based on the actual current year. It's just the season of the next year, I guess. But yeah, this is all based on 1999. But anyway, I'm gonna just pick some random match, whatever. Roll the dice, and we're gonna see how the gameplay looks. Yo, Tess looks too big, man. Okay, Back then they didn't have proper entrances, but hey, I kind of like the way they used to do it. Just long as we don't see that today. And my God, oh, just a side note. This is an Anywhere Falls match. Tess was overpowered in this game. I used to watch the computer go at it all the time, collecting all the Smackdown games, and let me tell you something. Tess on this game is OP as fuck. It makes no sense how strong Tess is in this game. And he looks too big, too, in my opinion. Not that Tess wasn't a big dude, but he looks too big. I think they exaggerated his size. Another thing I like about these old games is the backstage arenas. Oh, another thing I used to like about this game, boy, the characters were goofy. I mean, how much they were taught in this game, as you can see right now, is ridiculous. Especially guys like Road Dogg. Now, I would say this is a good game for like your first release. This is pretty good. And unlike WWE 13, this is the Attitude Era. They actually have backstage fighting, backstage arenas, like it should. So yeah, I guess this is just to show you kind of like what the gameplay is like. And I always put it on max difficulty just to see how fun it. I don't know. It's just me. What? Okay. Stop. 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 Okay, SmackDown 1. I know that you are the first release of the series. I know you are old as hell. You're 20 years old. So you're not going to be perfect. But how do you explain? I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. How the fuck do you explain how I've watched Tess on the computer completely pummel The Undertaker, beat Triple H, wins a King of the Ring tournament, but he lost to D'Lo Brown? No finishers, no pummeling, none of that. He just lost. It's like, you know, like you couldn't take a fucking power slam. What was that? Can you explain that? Should I be making the matches by myself like I do with 2K14 with my own show? Because that logic makes no sense. What is up with the AI? That was some of the most retarded shit I have ever seen. Hands down. All right, let's continue. Okay, here's an I Quit match between Steve and Matt Hardy, just to kind of because I don't yet know how broken this game is as far as the AI, but apparently it's definitely not the best. Still a fun game. Matt Hardy looks good here. Graphics are not too bad for his time. And they have a good amount of game modes, but they're kind of like scattered all over the place. They're not organized like they are today. Like you can have an I Quit match outside the ring, inside, doesn't matter anywhere. So this is definitely like the Attitude Era. So I guess maybe it's not just disorganized, it's just disorganized to me. I don't know. Also, another thing I want to point out is how you can. And they had this on all the classic SmackDown games, to where you could Irish whip somebody into the next stage, the next arena. So that's a pretty cool concept. But I really don't see how this match can go without dragging on, going nowhere, because it looks like they're too focused on beating each other up than grabbing the mic to say I quit. And the reason why that is because, once again, the AI on a game this old, the superstars won't stay down for nothing. You have to kill them. Another thing I hate about this game. It's like you have to hit them with 10 finishers for them to stay down long enough for you to pick up the fucking mic to make them say I quit. Alright. Here goes his brother Jeff. And Mankind. Also in these old games, you can put the Smackdown or Raw or whatever pay-per-view logos inside the ring, which I used to do all the time, but it's stupid. In real life, they never had logos in the ring. And another thing with these old games is they used to use the front view to where you're facing like you're facing towards the stage. Another thing I don't remember seeing happening in real life, but I kind of like this view. They also brought it back in SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, I think. So it's almost like in SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, they were trying to bring back where you were facing the stage as you were having a match. Like I said, the AI is not perfect, but I mean, this does remind you of the Attitude Era to an extent. But they taunt, some of the characters taunt a lot in this game, and the reason why they taunt a lot is because some of the moves are like they taunt before they hit you with the move. And it's like there's no way you're gonna get hit by that shit. So it kind of looks stupid, but it's funny. Back then, how to reverse a finisher is to reverse a move before they actually hit you with the finisher. And this is what I'm talking about with the fucking AI. Getting beat for no reason. More nitpicks. I know this is a big nitpick right here of mine, but why would a manager such as Paul Bearer in this example, why would he be able to have a match? Why would he be in a ring fighting? That makes no sense. Why couldn't they make it to where Paul Bearer could just be like King's manager or Undertaker's manager? I mean, he can't wrestle. Vince kind of makes sense, but... And also, they used to call triple threat matches or fatal four-way matches survival matches. Makes no sense. What were they thinking? Like, what the hell? A survival match? A survival match would mean that the last man standing wins. The last guy remaining in the ring wins. Meaning that everybody else have to get eliminated. Like, this is not a survival match. What the hell? Oh, we're not going to call it a triple threat match or a fatal four-way match. We call it a three-way dance or a four-way dance. I mean, just look at these names. Three-way dance. I mean, is it me or this stuff just sounds plain gay? So anyhow, back then they didn't call him Billy Gunn. They just straight up called him Mr. Ass. Now here's another thing about this game. It's kind of a nitpick. They didn't have things in alphabetical order. They just kind of just bullshitted the who you could select, and they didn't tell you who the tag teams were. You couldn't go to create a stable and see what the tag teams were. It's just they just put the tag teams right next to each other like a dumbass. And I mean, I like it because at least I know who's a tag team by them doing it that way. But whatever. Wow, look at this generic ass entrance. Wow, I mean, like, really? Oh God, pathetic, man, pathetic. Okay, so at least what they got right is, even though they didn't tell you what the stables were, they just put them next to each other. They did properly make them come down as a tag team, but then again, that's That's probably every tag team entrance because it's so generic. Oh, baby. This game is just... So anyway, this is a Battle Royal match, a 4-man Battle Royal. And the reason why I would choose this kind of match for a game like this is so they can't go outside the ring and make the match look stupid. Because to be honest with you, this game, honestly, the more I play it, the more I hate it. Oh, I just got Tombstone? Oh, that's it? That was a Tombstone? Okay. All right, I'm back up. Let's finish the match. Okay, another thing I want to point out is this. Tori, Federation Women's Champion. Well, who else would it be? There's no other fucking females in the game other than Deborah and fucking Chyna. And Chyna wrestled with the men. Like, so... And Deborah wasn't a wrestler, so... As far as I knew, so... Realistically, Deborah sure as hell could beat Tori. So I guess I have to put Tori with the men to get gang raped, I guess. Is that her nice Star Spangled Banner, I want to get raped by all the wrestling men costume? I mean... Ooh, nice. They have different colored chairs. This is a hardcore match, by the way. One black and one blue. That's interesting. I mean, I don't know why, but hey. Does this look like they're wrestling as if this was a hardcore match to you? There's just 2 chairs in a ring. I mean, I'm pretty sure a hardcore match consists of more than just 2 chairs. And did Devon Dudley really wrestle with his with his glasses on? Yeah, that's safe. I'm guessing after this he'll have to buy himself a new prescription. Anyhow. Okay, so here's the king of the ring here. Now they already give you a default set, which I think is I don't like it too much because they're gonna mostly just give you the top guys like Stone Cold, Triple H. I'm surprised they didn't give you The Rock, but hey, these are mostly just top guys, except sexual joblet Mark Henry and Al Snow maybe, but Al Snow is good. And they don't put count out on the King of the Ring matches, which I wish they did, because your opponent's an ally will try to beat you up the entire match outside the ring. And he becomes a total nuisance to where he's just all over you. Like him and his ally just both spend time beating you up outside the ring. And until you can finally reverse and get out that situation. So it's kind of like, Stone Cold already lost the match because he spent so much time getting gang raped outside the ring. See? Two famouses. And now Triple H is about to get a fucking finisher. We're just going to knock out Stone Cold because he's taking too much damage. That's if Stone Cold ever gets back in the ring. Jeez. So anyhow, this is what a cage match looks like. Yeah. It's like this game did have a lot of the game modes. I don't think it lacked as far as that. It's just, I guess I'm not a critic from 2000, so it's plus the gameplay I don't like so much. Like, I think Smackdown 2 did a much better job. And he almost won that easily. Because I guess on these old games, you just hit the cage or whatever. And now, I don't know if we could do a pinfall during the cage match, but I like the way the cage looks, even though it should probably be outside of the ring. But a lot of older games didn't have a very realistic aesthetic, so. Yeah. Yeah. And that's all it took. Wow. All right, I saved the best for last. The Royal Rumble match. Yeah. Now, back then, those of you who grew up playing these games already know that it took nothing to kick somebody outside of the ring over the top rope. Like, there was no meter, there was no holding on to the ropes, there was no kick out meter or nothing that you see today. It's just, hey, if you're on the ropes and you get hit, you're out. It's simple as that. And we are not going to bring anybody new in until there's less than 4 people in the ring. So I guess we got to sit up here and wait for somebody to get eliminated. But hey, at least it hopefully won't take long. So that's basically the Royal Rumble in a nutshell. You don't even really see them get thrown out. It's just like they just get. That was the best looking one. And I must have fucked up. Because it's supposed to be a 30-man battle royal. But, you know, whatever. Oh! You were supposed to actually waste your time and go through the trouble of picking everybody that you wanted in the Royal Rumble. You gotta sit up here and pick all 30 participants. Oh, I get it. Wow, this makes a lot of sense. Who wants to sit there and go through all of that? Yeah, fuck you. Or you could just pick random, but why? So anyway, that's my review of this game. You know, seriously, this game has some things that are good about it. What would I rate this game? Oh God. I would give it a 6 out of 10, honestly, but kind of dishonestly because I'm not even sure if it even deserves a 6. I don't know. I guess I would say it's like 40% good and like 60% bad. I mean, it's almost like it's half good and half bad. I don't know. It's good in some ways, but it's stupid in a lot of ways. Like this. This is stupid. That the AI, I don't understand the AI. The AI is weird as hell. I don't know, man. It's just not that good. It looks promising at first, but the more you play this game, the more you just hate it. The more it doesn't make sense. So yeah, I would say maybe A 6 out of a 10 if I want it to be nice. Yeah. I can't wait to review SmackDown 2 because that game is way better than this shit. I mean, this game is overall trash. I'm going to be honest. It's not as good as it looks. Let's just put it that way. If you got a different opinion, I mean, good for you. This is just my personal opinion. This is from actually showing footage of the game, like, you know, and pretty much just about all of the game moves in this review. So this video gives you a good review of the aesthetic of the game, whereas I'm not just sitting up here talking about the game instead of, like, you know, actually showing you what it looks like. Yeah, 6 out of a 10 if you're lucky. The game ain't that good.